Hello and welcome back to Emma Russell Studio. Today we're gonna do a painting vlog because this is Birdie and she's so happy. I got home early from my full-time job today, did some life admin, had some lunch while she tried to eat every single bite of my meal, and now here we are, ready to paint, right? You ready to paint? She'll probably sleep on my lap. I thought it was the perfect day to just do like a cozy, fun paint with me vlog. So I'm so happy that you are here. Come paint with me. Come draw with me. We're gonna start out in my sketchbook, and then we're probably gonna move towards working on a painting. So I recently went full-time with my job, and I pretty much already worked full-time hours, so it hasn't necessarily been that much different, other than the fact that I do feel a little more tired. But I am starting to realize that, I have a capacity. Like, when you work any job, usually when you have a break, that's decided for you at like how long your break is. For example, when I work a certain amount of hours, I'll have a 15-minute break. And then another amount, I get a half-hour break. And my breaks are paid, and that's great. But I've realized over the course of working this job that it has gotten me in the headspace of feeling like I have to set a limit to my break. Like, it's just a time. So when I come home and I work on my art business, I, for some reason, feel like, oh, I already got a break. I can't have a break, and I need to go straight into working on this. But that does not work for me. I am realizing that I need to not be so strict with myself. If I need 2 hours to just go walk outside, if I need to just lay in the sun, it doesn't need to feel like it's productive, because I actually need to rest so I can create from a place of rest and from a place of joy. Because that's what I want this channel to be about. In my tutorials, in my vlogs, I want them to be joyful and enjoyable. And I feel like when you don't take care of yourself in that sense, and me personally, this is my own thought, if I don't do that, I feel like it is going to be very felt in my vlogs and in my tutorials from people watching, and I really don't want that. I want you to be able to come here, learn about watercolor, or get cozy and draw or paint alongside me as we create together from just a good place. I know that there's a lot of artists out there that create when they feel emotional or upset, and they can create these beautiful masterpieces out of that. I am not one of those artists. I actually need to be in a really good headspace to want to create. If I am feeling upset or need to work something out, might make a doodle, might. But I will usually go work out or cry or go for a walk or talk to somebody. I do not feel creative when I am upset or irritated about something. And I kind of felt like that today. So I got it all out talking to my husband, and came home, had some lunch, and here we are. This is what studio life has looked like a lot of the time, by the way, lately, because she is a baby. She is 16 weeks, so in months that converts to almost 3 months. She will be exactly 3 months old on September 4th, and she is just a precious little peanut. Oh my gosh, we love her so much. So she's a Maine Coon. She's actually 3/4 Maine Coon and 1/4 Siamese. The person that we bought her from said she was a full-bred Maine Coon. We paid for her, went to Target and PetSmart to get her litter box, came back, and he realized that the breeder actually realized the mom was the Siamese anyway. They reimbursed us partially, and here we are with little Birdie. Her name is Birdie, and she is going to be huge. I mean, look at the size of these feet. Giant. She's already bigger than any of my cats. My other cats were at 3 months. So, I'm basically going to have a dog that uses a litter box. But yeah, I think that is how I want to start creating. And yeah, I just wanted to share that because I feel like it gets tricky when you are trying to be an entrepreneur and have an art business, but you also, it's very real to you how corporate world and hard working physical jobs can be, and they're so different. And I've been trying to just live my life from a place of rest, but my full-time job is a very high-paced job, so going from that and then coming home and trying to like reframe how I work can be a challenge. It can be a challenge sometimes. So yeah, I wanted to share that in case anyone else feels that way. Give yourself permission to go take a break. And I'm actually gonna go do that now. I'm gonna go out, and I hate leaving her because she's so happy. She's so happy. I'm gonna put her on the couch. I want to just go walk in the grass in my bare feet. And it's beautiful. It's very, very hot and muggy though, so won't be out too long. Probably refill my water, get a nice cold beverage, and then I'll be back. I was walking around out here and have my cucumber plant, and I'm gonna show you. These are getting so big, so I picked them with my daughter at about this size, but we kind of thought they could grow a little bigger. Now here's these over here. A few years ago when I planted cucumbers, they got too seedy. Like, I grew so many that I had way too many. We couldn't eat them fast enough. I'd like to make pickles if we get enough, but for now we're just gonna use them in salads, for snacks. Yeah, and so I'm gonna see how big they can get. They're muncher cucumbers, so if you have any tips on growing those, let me know. But we got 1, 2, 3, 5 so far right now. We had more before. Hola. It was a much needed break. So yeah, I think I'm just going to now hang out the rest of the day, and we'll see if we add anything more to this fun little studio vlog. So I made these flowers the other day, and they looked awful. So these were just blobs before, sorry, that's a car driving by, before I added this marker here. But I'm finding that when you add mixed media or marker lines to flowers, it can fix all of your watercolor problems. So I've kind of been experimenting with that more in my work and just trying other things that might feel good or that I want to use at the moment. And I'm just really liking how it's turning out. Now, in a little bit, I'm going to color the rest of this background, but don't you worry. I will speed it up. So it's now Sunday. This afternoon we spent like 4 hours going to yard sales, and the first one I saw on my way home from church, and I was like to my husband, there are frames there and they're amazing. Like, let's go look. And so that started our little yard sale adventure. We've had a little, like, almost staycation double date night in. Our daughter is at my mom's this weekend, and I found these crepes. I found this one originally, and the people selling it were like, oh, we have 2 more inside and we'll give you them for $5 each. And I was like, these are perfect for my art prints, my stickers, just to organize them more. And like, I'm at the point where I have to stop letting my cats in here because I'm going to be having some collections coming out and wanting to do like some prints, stickers, and I need a place to store them. And currently I've had to like remove everything off the shelf because Birdie climbs almost to the third shelf. And I know there's a point when the kittens stop doing that, but she is not at that point yet. But it's funny because I like to think of myself as a minimalist in most respects. But when it comes to, this is not mine, that's my husband's figure painting kit. Those aren't mine either. But all of those sketchbooks up there, those are all mine. I keep every single sketchbook. Here, let's turn the camera around. Stacks and stacks. I have books, sketchbooks, also love glass bottles. So part of me was thinking I could actually put some of those books maybe in this small crate, or use this small crate for stickers when I have my watercolor stickers. Trying to decide. I know those other crates will be really good for prints. And like, look, I keep all of my all of my old artwork, which this will eventually go in a filing cabinet that's down in our basement that we need to just clean up and bring up. And then this is my daughter's little, she calls it her mini studio, where she crafts. And I got this table cover from New York City when I lived there at a flea market, and I love it so much. It's actually like a canvas picture that can be hung. But yeah, I have a lot of sketchbooks, and I have more over here in this drawer. Just a few though, there's like 3. I actually, wait a second, let's go over here. Oh man, there's a lot in here under this. So yeah, you could say I'm not a minimalist, and that's okay. But I think this is going to wrap up the vlog. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I am so tired from the flea market. I had a really nice Greek salad, not flea market, all the garage sales. Found those crates, found a book, found this really pretty, one last thing. Oh, it's a baby. Little baby girl. Watch, she's gonna go right in those crates. What are you doing? Hi. Birdie, say hi. Say hello. Here, let me show you this one last thing. It's this really beautiful butterfly dish. I want to use it to paint with. The lady told me she used to use it as a candy dish, but I thought either jewelry dish or watercolor painting dish. Would love to put some colors there, maybe make some reels with it. I'm really excited to use this. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me in this vlog. Different style of video. I like to do a vlog every now and then, and I thought maybe I'll just start doing these randomly throughout the week. I'll still have my weekly tutorial videos, so if you have come to this channel because you're wanting to learn watercolor, I will still be having those, don't worry. Just love to sprinkle this in. I think it's always fun to see like what people are doing behind the scenes in their studio, their daily life. And so that's kind of what I am putting in here. Not sure how much I'll share of my personal life, but yeah, I'll be sharing mainly studio bits. And yeah, I hope you have a great week, great day, wherever you are. And yeah, I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.